You talk about a big play.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 10. Dalton under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. A give to Kamara running right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Taken in at the 22. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football and to bring in the second half from the Superdome. Let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively virtually. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He threw the pick-6 a moment ago, and that his second of the ball game, unfortunately. So a few demons probably running through his head now as he starts on 1st and 10. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick-6. There's Chris. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And some space here. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been. Of anything going in the pass game, and as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner, and I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football, but that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here live in New Orleans. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they will take a knee here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. It's do or die for Dalton. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.